Hey y'all, it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Welcome to another video. Today's project is this one, and it's a sweet little bag or box or whatever you want to call it. And it measures 2 by 4.5 by 1/2. And inside is I think these are all the rage. I don't know, according to my children they are. One of those new makeup things that you're supposed to use now instead of using all the regular makeup. This is that like squishy, I don't know, it's supposed to save makeup. I have 3 daughters and they think this is cool. So I ordered them some and I thought this would be a cute little package to give it to them in. And I just stamped I love you and I used the new Daisy Punch. I'm so excited, it comes out tomorrow. So let me show you how to make it. I'm using a little bit of old and new since the retiring list is over today. You're going to need a piece of 5 by 5.5 inch cardstock, or pattern paper rather, and I'm using the cupcakes and carousels, what's left of it. So on the 5-inch side you are going to want to score at 1 and 4.5. If I can get it there. Good gravy. Okay. And then flip it around, and on the 5.5 inch side, you're going to want to score it 1/2. I'm going to score it on this side just to make my world easier. Okay, so 1/2, 2.5, 3, and 5. And that's all our scoring done. Now let's burnish, fold and burnish all of our score lines. Sorry, my little thing is squeaking there. This pattern paper is really thick. I know you probably were like, you're scoring it so hard it's gonna tear, but it is super, super thick. So I found the first time I made one, I didn't score it very forceful enough, and it didn't seem to want to take the score well. So I struggled with it, so I got it all down now. Okay, so you should have a piece of paper that looks identical, except you've got a thinner flap on one side and a thicker flap on the other. The thicker flap, believe it or not, is going to be the top of your box. So let's flip that around. So this is the top of your box. This is the bottom of your box. So we've got some bits we're going to need to remove. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need to remove one of these little squares on the bottom. Doesn't matter which side, but only one. Okay, and then we're going to miter in just a tiny bit on that piece right there. Okay, then on the same piece here at the top, don't miter in, but you're going to want to remove this tiny little rectangle. Now, at the top, if you look, you've got larger rectangles and then little skinny rectangles. See the little skinny rectangles? We're going to remove all of the little skinny rectangles. We just took that one away. We're going to take this one away in the middle and then this one away on the end. So all you're left with are the 2 fat rectangles. Because I like fat stuff. There's nothing wrong with fat. Nothing wrong with being chunky. This is a little bit... I'm sure there's a better way to do that. Everybody knows how to do that. But now you look like you have SpongeBob square teeth. Okay? Up here. So this is the top of our box done. Now on the bottom of our box, we are going to just cut up all the score lines. That's it. Okay, so let me show you what you should have. SpongeBob square teeth, and then all of these are loose. Okay, everybody with me? You got this side flap and this side flap both. I did 2 side flaps just because it's a little bit thick, and I wanted it to be a little sturdy, so that was the method behind my madness. I'm going to corner around the top of these. If you fold these little 2 tabs in this way and line it up, you can get 2 punches on this side at the same time. Unfortunately, it won't work for the other side unless you want to bend your paper. So what I do is I just fold it over, and then flip this flap over to corner around the other side. Only takes a second. And then you've got your tops corner rounded. So can you see the box forming? Yay! I'm as excited. Okay, now let us get our fast fuse. And I'm getting my silicone mat because I always seem to make a mess. Whichever side is not mitered in is going to be your end, okay? So put your fuse on the piece that has that little miter and just go all along the side here. Wow, I didn't make a mess. It's exciting. Okay, and line it up at the top. That's what I found works the best for me. So if I line it up at the top, because since we mitered the bottom, we want the top to be even. Okay, so this has created our side. This is going to be the back of our box. So if this is the back of our box, we want to tuck this one in, tuck this one in, and put fuse on this guy here. Okay, and then stick that down just there. Now we got our sweet little box. Isn't it cute? Okay, I got another one of these little things and stick it in. Okay, so I think my camera cut off when I was finishing up this project. So I think the last thing that it recorded was me sliding the blue pouch in there. I took a 1/8 of an inch hole punch and just punched 2 circles right here. Can you see the circle right there? Yeah, so that I can thread some ribbon through to close it up. So I'm going to use the natural trim in gold. And when you're threading a container like this, you want to go from the front to the back and then back through to the front, because that way your bow will be in the front and not in the back. So let us, come on you. Okay, let me trim this off and attempt a bow. Bows on camera are so hard because the camera's right in your face and you can't get to where you need to be. That's just gonna have to do for now. Okay, it's cute and sweet enough. Trim those off. All right, so for the little embellishment here, I'm using the one old and one new. Not old, but this is the Thoughtful Banners. This is a carryover from last catalog, and I'm using the I Love You, so I can give it to my girls, and this little banner that goes with the classic label punch. And then I'm using the brand new Daisy Delight stamp set, and I'm going to use the Daisy. Okay, so let me get out some Whisper White. And when I do my sentiment, when I use things like this, I try to do the outside first, and then I stamp the sentiment inside. You'll see what I mean. I'm using Daffodil Delight. And let me move these so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to stamp the outside, what I call the outside, which is the shape first. And then I'll come in with my Bermuda Bay and my sentiment so I can fit it inside of there. Some people do it the other way around. Whatever works for you. There you go. I love you. Then I'll take my classic label punch. Punch that out right here. Brilliant. Love it. Okay. Now I need some more Whisper White. Let's see if I can get this to work. And I'm just using the Daisy stamp and Bermuda Bay, and I need to stamp 2 of them. See where I stamped 2 from my first project? Okay. 1. and 2. Perfect. Okay. Close that up and then get the coordinating daisy punch. Now, I don't know that you're going to be sad, but this is already on the back ordered list. It was so popular with us demonstrators, we took them all. Sorry. So, y'all are going to have to wait to get yours. Oh, look at there. I just tore mine. That's all right. Oh, I'm going to tear it again. Good night. Look at me. I'm making a mess. So that's one of the benefits to being a demonstrator is you get to get all your stuff first. And we were able to get this daisy punch first, and because we loved it so much, we bought all of them, and it's not available yet, and I'm so very sorry. But there's 2 remedies to that. One, you can wait until it becomes available, which is not too long. Another week or 2, maybe, I think is what the list said, inventory status report said. Or you can hop over to my blog and become a demonstrator and join my team, and you will get to order early just like me. And then you don't have to worry about it because you'll get it before anybody else can. Those didn't turn out too bad, even though I tore it. Okay, so I want the centers to be yellow. So I'm using the Daffodil Delight and a blender pen, and I'm just going to color the best one, this one, yellow. I tried using the marker, but it was just too dark for me. So I am just going to use the blender pen. Okay? Now all I have to do is assemble it. I'm going to use some glue dots. And with this daisy punch, what you want to do, or this daisy flower, is offset the petals, because when you do that, it makes it a fuller flower. So let me see if I can do this on camera and let my OCD fix itself. Okay. Ooh. Now you probably won't have near as much trouble with this because you're probably not near as OCD as I am, but because I am supremely OCD, it's got to line up perfectly. Okay, so then I'm going to stick this on the flower here, like so. Isn't that cute? And then as a final touch, I thought I would use some of the retiring Falling in Love embellishments. I think these are still available. Last time I checked, they were. So I'm just going to stick one of these on the flower, like so. Oh, that just sets it off. Look how cute that looks. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I'll just take a couple glue dots and stick this down on here. A couple, 4 maybe, because it's going to be a little bit heavier now that I've stuck this embellishment on there that didn't stick. Oh, I know, because the paper's wet. Okay, stick that on there. Try it again. Yeah, if your paper is wet, your glue dot's not going to want to stick because it's still wet from my blender pen. But that's okay. We'll make it work. All right, and there you go. Sweet little box with old and new products. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.